Good morning, everybody. So, real quickly, I just wanted to give you some filler content. I was up late last night working on the Shoot 'em in the Leg. I swear to God, it's coming out. It's just a lot of stuff going on with it, and honestly, it's going to come out. Don't worry. But between now and then, I wanted to give you guys some filler content, something short, something sweet, something quick. I do apologize about the audio quality today. I am at home. I do have my daughter literally in the next room watching some Mickey Mouse. So if you hear that in the background, just know that that's what's going on. So today's content is going to be based around what I have, my personal arsenal. It's not really an arsenal. As somebody who just started really getting into firearms and really starting to delve into that world, I want to show you what I have in my home and what I prioritized based on what, I saw out there, the advice that I got from people who've been in this for a long time, and the reason why I did that. So let's get right into it, and let's see what I got. But first, before we get into this video, let me say a huge thank you to Black Rifle Coffee Company. Now, they are not sponsoring this video, but I am thanking them because guess what? I get my day started with a cup of Black Rifle Coffee Company. My personal favorite is to take some Blackbeard's Delight and mix it with some AK-47. About half and half on both. Stir them together and get 16 ounces of Blackbeard's AK. And it's really tasty. So, if you guys haven't checked out their coffee, I definitely recommend you do it. And jump on their YouTube channel. They're pretty funny guys, so I recommend them highly. So, what do I have? Well, let's just get right into it. Okay. So, this is everything right here. Handgun, 22, AR-15. Pretty good way to start. Now, my first firearm that I ever purchased was this Ruger 9E. It's a great firearm, very reliable. In the 5 years that I've owned it, I've only had it jam on me once, and that's after putting about 400 rounds to it in a really hard day. And it just needed cleaning. Like I was neglecting it before that, so I took it out, ran it real rough, without really being the nice guy I should have been with it. So yeah, just generally a decent firearm, very reliable. I'm very happy with that. Ruger's great for being reliable. Definitely recommend them. They're fantastic. The other nice part about the Ruger 9E is it comes with this 17 round mag. So double stack, love that. If you guys are looking at getting something for an EDC, which is your everyday carry, double stack, 17 rounds, give yourself every advantage that you can. Fantastic firearms, and you can't deny the price on them. It was a poor boy pony decision, and I decided to go with it and run with it. So I got the 17 round mag with it, another 17 round mag. Yes, those are both full of hollow points. Don't mean to be flexing on you boys, but there we go. I do have two holsters for it, the We the People Kydex holster. I really like this one for just, feeling like a cowboy, just cool to draw off of. It's a really nice holster when I want to open carry. But I prefer my sticky holster, so I'm inside the waistband, concealed carrying. This is what I definitely prefer to use, and it just works really, really well for that Ruger 9E. Overall, again, first firearm decision, I'm pretty happy with it. I prefer the M18 and the Glock 19 now, but that's what I could afford at the time, and it's still what I can afford. It's what's within budget, so that works for me. It's reliable. That's what I care about. All right, moving right along, the next rifle, or the next firearm that I bought was a rifle, and that's this 22. And the reason, and this is a Savage Arms 22, the reason why I bought the Savage Arms 22 is A, Savage Arms does a really good job with their 22s. They're solid 22s. They're great rifles. And quite frankly, we were going into the pandemic. I was like, okay, I can't afford an AR-15 yet. Now, I can't necessarily afford a shotgun because I just got laid off. I'm going to go buy a 22 rifle. 22 rifles are fantastic, especially if you're worried about survival things. Like, at that point in time, everybody's worried, like, what's going to happen? I don't know. Is this going to kill everybody? Are we going to be living in, like, a post-apocalyptic world? Well, in that case, a 22 is great, because ammunition's light, plentiful to find, and this ammunition's very good at, doing small game hunting, which is what I have around me. I've got a lot of rabbits, squirrels, birds, things that I could take with a 22 if I needed to feed my family. So I was like, the 22's a fantastic rifle. The other nice part was it's perfect for my wife. She learned to shoot on this 22, and it was great to do that. I've got a red green dot on it. My wife definitely loves that. It just makes it a little bit easier than using iron sights. I like the red green dot. It's just nice in general, but you know, overall, pretty good rifle. Got two 10-round mags, which fit perfectly actually in an old, you know, standard issue 45 mag pouch. But these two 10-round mags, got some 22 in there. I've got a super sub up front here, just because there's some rabbits that I like to take, and these super subs, yeah, like in our backyard, in our garden, if I see a rabbit, that super sub is perfect, because it'll take out that rabbit, and you barely heard this thing. I doubt my neighbors have ever heard me shoot the super sub, and I used to just plink them in the backyard. So yeah, those super subsonics are fantastic. I definitely recommend picking up a box of those. Moving right along to the AR-15. Now, why did I buy an AR-15? So, first of all, I bought an AR-15 because screw the liberals. No, but realistically, I bought an AR-15 because it's the best platform to have a hunting rifle and self-defense rifle all in one. And that worked for me really well because it accomplishes what I need. Again, this is about being able to diversify what I have with what I have in a budget. So the AR-15, perfect for that. Now, with the AR-15, this is a Bear Creek Arsenal custom build. I know a lot of people rag on Bear Creek Arsenal for build quality and stuff. I've actually found this to be just fine. The only issue that I really had was that some of the screws in the gas block needed to be tightened down, and some of the peening on in the back here, that it was a little stronger on the left than on the right, but it's functional and it works. I've had that looked at by a gunsmith. They said it's gonna be fine. You're not gonna have an issue with it. I mean, I'm not running around Afghanistan or Iraq, so I don't need that to be, you know, operator precision. It's going to be a functional rifle for me. I'm not going to be breaking it. Now, with this rifle, I got the 16-inch barrel. It's a heavy barrel. I really enjoy that heavier barrel. I know a lot of people don't. I built this thing to be a tank. I built it to be a hunting rifle and self-defense rifle, so I didn't mind if it was going to be a 16-inch barrel for hunting. And I didn't mind if it was going to be a nice big heavy piece, because I'm not carrying it, you know, 20 plus miles without, you know, support or anything like that. Again, I'm not in the Army. This was not built for that. It is built for home self-defense and for hunting. Ended up getting this thing chambered in 7.62x39. I really like that intermediate cartridge. It's great for hunting. It's a good hunting round in general. I do recommend 7.62x39. Plus, the other nice part about 7.62x39 is they're extraordinarily affordable rounds. I've been able to get out to the range with this thing and actually shoot a lot just because I can afford it. Okay, that's the big thing. A lot of people shooting that 5.56 223 right now, or some of these other calibers, they're not able to get their ammunition. I'm able to get my ammunition still. Bear, Wolf, Tula, whatever. I can still shoot that stuff. That steel casing, it's absolutely fine. I've got that 14-inch carbine length gas block on this. So yeah, the gas is pretty heavy, but that's fine for making sure that I can, you know, get out that steel casing. In this bolt, side charging handle, I prefer that to the rear charging. It just works out better when you throw an optic on it. You can hit that side charger a lot easier. I know some people don't prefer it, but I do. As far as using steel casings, Bear Creek knew what they were doing with this. Long story short, the pickups in the front here are actually ground out a little bit larger. I think they're the 6.5 Creedmoor. So just a little bit larger, not too much, but it's easier on picking up that round and bringing that in, so it comes up perfectly. And the extractor, that bolt face on the extractor, is just a little bit chunkier. It's a little bit thicker, and that's designed so that you can actually eject that round without worrying about breaking anything. Of course, you're using 7.62x39, so it has to be larger, but it's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit heavier. It's just meant to take it. These guys knew what people were doing. They're buying this caliber in their uppers and saying, screw it, I'm going to shoot cheap ammo. So they built it to handle that cheap ammo, no problem. I threw the Bravo Manufacturing Company gunfighter grips on here. Feels really, really good in the hands. Very nice overall. Trigger is Bear Creek Arsenal. That needs to get upgraded. The trigger is and yeah, that's just what you're getting when you're buying a sub, you know, $700 AR-15. Some stuff is not going to be as good as others. Threw on a new stock. This is from Magpul. I enjoy that stock. No bells, no whistles, simple, reliable, lightweight. Front and rear sight posts. Those are from Tippmann. And then I've got a Tacticon V3 Predator red dot on here right now because I've got this set up for self-defense. Election's just around the corner, and you never know what's going to happen, so I've got that set up ready to go, rocking around that 50 to 100 yard range at most. And within 50 yards, hell yeah, this is the way to go. I do have a Monstrum Tactical 1 to 4 times optic. I really enjoy this optic. $110. Not a bad optic. All this stuff actually stays together when I'm shooting and I'm rocking and I'm rolling. Stays together really well. I haven't had it loosen up on me at all, which has been very, very nice. But this this Monstrum Tactical, it works out really well. It's got a great variable zoom. I'm not shooting past 300 yards. I'm not shooting past 150 yards, so that worked out perfectly for me. And again, it fell within budget, so this works out really well. Mags, I was able to pick up 4 mags for this thing. The mags were not the cheapest. I will say this. If you're shooting 7.62 by 39 through an AR platform, be ready to buy mags. Be ready for them to be steel. And be careful with them, because some of the mags, like I've got the Durmag here, seems to be the best option for the 7.62 by 39. But they're expensive. You're sitting $24 per mag. It's kind of how it goes. It's 28 round mag, so 7.62 by 39. Weird cartridge for an AR, but it works. Again, it works. So, yeah, I've had these firearms now for about a year, and especially with like the AR-15 and the handgun, what I've been investing my time into is actually becoming proficient with them. I've sought professional help, and not for up here, but for on the range, and learning drills, and having somebody instruct me and go through what I'm doing wrong to correct my bad habits, make me into a better shooter, make me more proficient, make me definitely just a more well-rounded shooter in general. So I definitely recommend you do that. Get out on the range and put what you have to the test, as well as seeking that person that can give you that information, that professional that knows what they're doing, that can impart some of that knowledge and experience upon you. That is the way to go with this stuff. That's where I would put my money. That's where I'm going to continue to put my money and time and effort, because that is really what's going to matter. Because, you know, if shit hits the fan, if you don't know what you're doing, it doesn't matter how expensive your stuff is, it's not going to do anything for you. You need to have the skills in place already for you to succeed in whatever you're trying to do. So that's why I definitely recommend you put your investment into, is just making yourself into a more well-rounded shooter in general. So thank you guys for watching. As always, hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. If not, please do it anyway, because hey, why not? Give me a little bit of love, please. Yeah, so hit that like and subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell so that, you know, you get notified when I drop these videos. Again, we're trying to grow this channel. It's just something that I've been doing on the side for fun, so it's when I can, as I can. Kind of like the whole theme of this video, when you can, as you can. You know, post up in the comments below, too. Like, I'd like to get that discussion going. What was your first firearm? And what did you like about it? What don't you like about it now? And if you haven't bought a firearm yet, post up what you want your first firearm to be. I don't care if it's like some dream thing like that. If you want your first firearm, I guess technically to be a howitzer, sure, why not? Okay, buy a cannon. Hey, God bless America. So, anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.